Hi everyone, this is Jeet Damani from TE Electronics. So in this experiment we are going to study op-amp based linear equation solver circuit and also adder and subtractor circuits using LTSpice software. So in the search bar type LTSpice. Now in order to create a new schematic, click on this new schematic option. So first we'll be seeing the design of a linear equation solver circuit. So we'll just type in the output voltage equation for which we'll design a circuit. So let's say we'll select this select the output voltage equation. We'll design it for as VO is equal to, let's say, 2 times VA plus 3 times VB minus 4 times VC, and we'll select the values of VA, VB and VC as, let's say, VA is equals to 3 volts, VC is equals to 1 volts, VB is equals to 1 volt, and VC is also selected as 1 volt. Just change this font size to 2. Now I'll place this label over here. Now in order to place a component in this workspace, click on this component option. First we need an op-amp, so type in OP07 and press enter. Now we can place this component anywhere in the workspace. To place a component, just click on the workspace. So I'll place this first op-amp over here. I'll place the second op-amp over here. Now I'll press escape. Now I also need resistors in the circuit, so for that click on this resistor option. Now to rotate a component, press Ctrl R. I'll place this first resistor, say, here, the second resistor here, and the feedback resistor over here. Similarly, now we are done with the resistors in the circuit. I also need 3 DC power supplies for this VA, VB and VC DC inputs. So for that, again go to this component option, type in voltage and press enter. Now again to rotate a component, press Ctrl R, and I'll place this component over here, the second DC source over here, the third one, again rotate it using Ctrl R, I'll place it over here. Now I'll press. Now we also need 2 DC power supplies for the rail voltages of the op-amp. So I'll place 2 DC power supplies, V4 and V5, in the circuit, and I'll press escape. So now for the connections, just need to connect the components. For that, click on this wire option. I'll just connect the components. Now in such a case, we can press escape and again click on this wire option. Continue with the connections. Now I'll just drag this component a bit down to make my connections a bit easier. So for that, just click on this move option and click on this component, and you can now drag it anywhere. So I'll just take it down lower. Now I'll press escape. Now I'll continue with my connections. Press on this wire. So I'll just connect these two DC supplies. Now I need to place the ground terminals in the circuit, so I'll just click on this ground, place one ground over here. The non-inverting terminals of both the op-amps will be grounded, so I'll place one ground over here, the other ground over here. The common terminals of both the DC supplies of the rail voltages will also be grounded. So we're done with placing the ground. Now I'll just connect this. So as you can see, we are done with the connections. So now I'll label these three nets as VA, this VB and this VC for our convenience. So just go to that label, go to that net, right click on that net and click on label net. And I can give this name as VA and place this label over here. Similarly other label over here and third label over here, and I'll press escape. Now to change this to VB, just right click on this label and change this to VB. Press enter. Similarly right click on this label, change this to VC and press enter. Similarly I will label this net as Vout for our convenience. Right click on this net, click on label net and change this to Vout. And I will place it over here, and now I will press escape. So now similarly I also need to label this as VCC and VEE for the rail voltages. So for that again I'll go to the net, right click on that net and click on label net, change this to VCC, place it over here. We'll also place it over here on the op-amp for the rail voltages. Now I'll press escape. Similarly for the VEE supply, right click on this net, click on label net and change this to VEE. And now I will press escape. So these two power supplies will be of 15 volts each for the rail voltage of the op-amp. So just right click on that component to change the value and type in 15 volts. Similarly right click on this, 15 volts. Now we have selected this VA, VB and VC to be 3, 1, 1 volts each, 3 volts, 1 volt and 1 volt each. So respectively, so for that I will change this V1 value to 3 volts, right click on that component to change the value, change it to 3 volts. Similarly right click on this, change this to 1 volt and change this supply to also value of 1 volt. So we are done with our supply voltages, and now we are left with the resistor values. So for the resistor values, we will be selecting standard resistor values, and the resistor values which will be selected will be dependent on this factors of 2VA, 3VB and 4VC in order to get this factors of 2VA, 3VB and 4VC. So let's say we'll select this feedback resistor value of 4.7K. So I'll just change this value to 4, right click on that component to change the value, and just I am changing it to 4.7K. Similarly right click on this, 4.7K. This input resistor will also be a 4.7K, as the signal which will be entering will not be amplified further. So 4.7K. And now this R1 value will be half the value of this feedback resistor, as we want this term of 2VA. So just right click on this R1 component. So it comes out to be approximately 2.4K, as we are selecting a standard value. Similarly this R2 for this 3VB term will have this at 1.6K. So right click on it, change this to 1.6K and press enter. Similarly this resistor R5 will have a value of 1.2K for this 4VC term. So right click on this component, change this to 1.2K and press. So now we are done with our schematic part. So for the simulation part, just click on the simulate and now click on run. We'll go to the DC output point and click on OK. So as you can see, we are getting an output voltage of 4.89 volts, which is much more approximately equal to 5 volts, as we are selecting our equation as 2VA plus 3VB minus 4VC, and with this input values we should get a theoretical value of 5 volts as output, and we are getting, as you can see, an output of 4.89 volts. I will place that label over here. I'll click on this label. So as you can see, we are getting an output voltage of 4.89 volts, which is much more closer to the value of 5 volts which we should get for this output voltage equation with this input values. So I will just place this label. So for that, right click on this label. I will select VV out and click on OK. And now I can drag it anywhere. For that, click on move and click on this label. I can place it anywhere for our convenience. So yes, as you can see, we have designed this circuit for an output voltage equation of 2VA plus 3VB plus minus 4VC with this input values of VA, VB and VC, and we are getting the output as 4.89 volts, which is much more approximately equal to 5 volts, which is the desired output. So we are done with the linear equation solver circuit part. Now we'll move on to the non-inverting adder part. So I'll just open the schematic of that. So this non-inverting adder, which is also known as a summing amplifier. So we have designed this output voltage will be the sum of these three input voltages, that is VA, VB and VC. We have selected VA as 2 volts, VB as 3 volts and VC as 4 volts, and this all the three input voltages are applied to the non-inverting terminal of the op-amp, and according to our output voltage equation and with this input values we should get an output voltage of approximately 9 volts. So for that, I'll just, to verify the output voltage, I'll just click on the simulate and I'll click on run. So as you can see, we are getting an output voltage of 8.88 volts, which is much more closer to the value of 9 volts. So we have successfully studied the non-inverting adder, which is a 3-input non-inverting adder. So now we'll move on to the subtractor part. So in a subtractor, one input is applied to the non-inverting terminal and the other input is applied to the inverting terminal, and the output voltage will be the difference between the voltage at the non-inverting terminal minus the voltage at the inverting terminal of the op-amp. So with this values of VA as 4 volts and VB as 5 volts, so we should get an output voltage of VA minus VB, that is 4 minus 5, that is minus 1 volt. So let's verify the value by just simulating this circuit. So click on the simulate and I'll click on run. So as you can see, I'm getting a value of minus 0.9997, that is much more closer to the value of minus 1 volts. So as you can see, we have successfully implemented a subtractor using an op-amp OP07.